I'm ready for more. Whole squad in the field, yeah, we tell them I'm ready for more.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They'll come out with a three tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Right there, 54, right there, 54. You're not ready.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now it's Herbert. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year. On first down, it's Herbert. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught at the 20. For Justin Herbert, we saw the big arm in his days in Oregon, of course. Saw it even more in his rookie season with the Chargers. And if anything, it appears to just continue to get stronger. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. They run it with Ballage. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Dante Pettis, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now Newton not liking the play call. He's going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. These two teams, you may remember, they met in Minnesota earlier in the year with the Vikings coming out victorious. So if they can win again here in Detroit, they'd pull off the season sweep. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Throwing is Newton. Flush to his right. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, here's Newton. Throw left side complete. That's Graham. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup there. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. Well, what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know that. Yeah, they make the right call way more often than they get it wrong.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Newton throwing again. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. They snap it to Newton. That's to his running back, complete. Room here to run. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Facing a fourth down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. From the red zone now, Newton. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Dante Pettis now from his end zone. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes, so when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 23. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On first down, Justin Herbert. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jennings. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. These two teams all tied after one.
Let's go, B, let's go. Hey, let's get there. Check 24, check 24.
Now Balaj. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Herbert. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Foyesade and Lurican. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take otherwise and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz. They dial it up. And it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Newton. That's into the hands of Eckler. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. On first down, Newton. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They fake the give. Newton. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. 2nd and 10. Now it's Newton. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Robinson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Back to throw, Newton. This is swung out to Eckler. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To the air again, Newton. Flushed out right. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a 1st down. Running right through him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Here's Newton. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole. Quarterback saw him and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Newton rolling to his right. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking Touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So take away the touchdown there, as that's going to be ruled an incomplete pass.
To throw again on 2nd down. Newton. Over the middle, complete. It's Robinson. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Eckler will score. Touchdown, Vikings. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they've lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Santos with the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Herbert on 3rd down now. He'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he is going to have the Lions first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
That's good for the Lions. First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Herbert back to the air. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault, and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. And some room to work. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he's taken in by the tight end Fant. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Gets this one left side to Pettis. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there on the completion. It'll be second down. They'll run here with Balaj. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Jason Sanders on for the field goal. A 20-yard attempt.
The kick by Sanders is good. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
Sanders now to kick this one away.
And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And finally, he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line.
48 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. To throw is Newton. His throw incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted.
Picked by the rookie Greg Newsom.
And this one will be brought back to the 22. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert. Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 36 yards on the play. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now it's Herbert. He'll get this to Elliott. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Left side here, that's the tight end, Fant. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. Going right back to Fant. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 money. Let's get this.
To the air again, Herbert. He's got his big tight end, Fant. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 25-yard line.
Balaj. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
First down. 1st and 10.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Herbert throwing again. Got a man, Slayton. Touchdown. Darius Slayton, touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Newton. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down. Throwing is Newton. Going deep for Diggs. And this one is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Newton. Oh, going for Sanders downfield. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They'll start on the ground with Balaj. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
Herbert off of play action. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by... Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Austin Eckler with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Dante Pettis now from his end zone. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. They got his man. Complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Dante Pettis. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. On first down, Newton. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Back to the air, Newton on second down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Allen Robinson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Santos now to add the PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal now. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that'll get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Herbert on first down now. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
To throw again on second down, Herbert. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. That'll
go as a pickup of 8. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical third down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. It hadn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. 2nd and 4. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
The Lions on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Going deep for Diggs. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them a lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. On the give, this is Eckler, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
This is caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Well, we knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
And the penalty certainly makes things tougher here as they try again. 3rd and goal. Newton dancing to his left. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Graham. Touchdown, Vikings. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game. And here, the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect the lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day 1 of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Maurice Hurst able to record his 5th sack of the season. Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. That one complete to Elliott. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Escaping the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Herbert. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Once more, here's Eckler. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
20. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Newton to throw. And finding Emmanuel Sanders here. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of